really mean to be the it girl. For a long time, I watched countless shows during my teenage and childhood years, and the typical image of the it girl never seemed to fit me. But as I grew older, I began to see things differently. Once I gained success, people started calling me the it girl, and it made me reflect on my own experiences. I have had acne through most of my teenage years, and I sometimes still do. I have PCOS. I was a tomboy for a long time, and I did many things that didn't fit the usual it girl image. This led me to realize that the true definition of being an it girl isn't about fitting a certain mold. It's more about embracing who you are and redefining what it means to be confident and influential in your own way, which I was. As soon as I realized why I was doing a lot of things right, I knew that the other half of my life also needed attention. So I changed my life in 3 months. Last year, I was in a place where I wasn't focusing on my mental or physical health, which left me feeling stagnant in my career and various aspects of my life. I wasn't sure of the way forward. Though I'm still not 100% there, I managed to turn things around in 3 months. I understood that my success and reputation as an it girl came from focusing on myself from a young age, and I needed to apply that same approach to all areas of my life. This is my way of redefining what it means to be an it girl and sharing what I found that works for me. First, skincare. I found that skincare is one of the most underrated practices for feeling better. Having a routine for both morning and night is essential, but even taking a moment during the day to focus on your skincare can really be refreshing. You don't need to use expensive products. Home skincare routines can be incredibly effective as well. If you're interested, I can share a video on some great home care packs. Do let me know in the comments. Meditation is very vital. I've made it a regular part of my day, even during tough situations. I meditate even while talking to difficult people in some scenarios or in stressful meetings. It might sound strange, but it really helps me stay calm and balanced. Another key point is not holding on to grudges. Forgive others, but remember their actions so you can handle similar situations better in the future. I use a method called ghost mode to avoid letting negative people affect me. This means I simply don't let them impact my feelings or thoughts or even think that they exist. Finally, dressing well is very important. This doesn't mean wearing expensive clothes, but it just means having a well organized wardrobe that suits your style. I like wearing colors like white, nudes, and pastels, and that's kind of my style. Stay clear of unnecessary discussions about other people's actions. My focus has always been my mental and physical health, even if it meant missing out on some current events. This approach really helped me, even though I can't handle scary or negative content anymore. It's been beneficial overall, and it's something that has really worked for me. Early. For as long as I can remember, I have fairly woken up early, take a shower right away. I've noticed many people overlook this simple practice, but waking up even earlier has been one of the most crucial changes for me, and offering those 2 or 3 quiet hours before the world wakes up has been a blessing. Exercise or just moving your body is very important. I used to feel so lazy and skip it on most days because of hectic work days, but I've learned that any kind of activity, whether it's dancing, walking, or working out in any manner, helps you take care of yourself tremendously. It keeps you feeling good and boosts your mood. Sweating also helps clear out bad energy and toxins. Mostly, as of today, I work out more for my mental health than my physical health. I always keep myself busy and I never sit idle. But it's not about working non-stop or stressing out. When I say I don't sit idle, I mean I use my free time in productive ways that help me improve and enjoy myself. This could be anything from watching good TV shows, reading a book, or doing skincare. I engage in activities I enjoy, like crafting or art, which are relaxing and not too demanding. Even when I'm scrolling through Instagram, I make sure to look for useful content, like new design trends or recipes I want to try. I also use my free time to plan ahead. I believe that adapting these practices can help anyone who looks up to me or this is their idea of being an it girl. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video and what you would like to see more in the future posts. If you like this video, we would also love to do a part 2 of this video. We haven't covered much about the luxury interior design business, but we'll get to that soon. Let me know what interests you, and we'll focus on that in our next video. Until then, like, share, and subscribe.